Well, the universe has really been putting me to the test this week. I have discovered that the same person who unilaterally decided to claim the alleged debt, historic debt, from my savings, has also been speaking to my children and to friends about me in a disparaging way. And as you can imagine, I had a pretty ugly surge of anger. Or maybe it wasn't ugly. I mean, the anger was there, I think, to alert me to something that wasn't right. And I think that the practices I have been engaged in recently in terms of disentangling the experience and the circumstances that I'm in from any projected expectation or narrative onto them have been useful, because that anger died quite quickly. And it's been really interesting because I've been reading Nicole Daedone's first Eros Sutra, The Principles is her first book. And what I've been reading has really been resonating with me so much. So I thought I would share a little bit of chapter 4 from Principles, Nicole Daedone's Eros Sutras. It's about approval and this idea that we can be in approval of our experience. So we often withhold approval, believing that to approve is to endorse poor behavior we wish to change, when in fact it is the exact opposite. When you approve, you have control. Like turning into a skid, it is only when you open to the perfection of what you wish to change that change can occur. Approval opens us in such a way that we are able to accurately receive information about the world. Approval is a living affirmation of our interior wealth, and that we can afford to say yes and offer our surplus approval for the benefit of another in deficit. Approval is the key to building a resilient mind, a mind that understands when something has been labeled as bad, we can develop the capacity to recode in real time the habit that creates discord with what is. I love this, the capacity to recode in real time the habit that creates discord with what is. This is not a positive thinking bypass. So long as we employ approval, there is nothing left to negate any aspect of reality or subvert our inherent dignity. Approval becomes a primary tool of growth, whereby we commit ourselves to all of our experience. We embrace the totality of our lives. We do not abandon ourselves in acquiescence. With approval, there is no need for straining, rejecting, or collapsing. We receive and approve. And this passage has really resonated with me because when my anger died, I again found that clarity, and I was able to look at the situation with that clarity, seeing that behavior as something that I really want to move away from on the one hand, and also as a manifestation of that person's inner narratives. And I was able to really experience it as neither good nor bad, just as it is, and to even have compassion for the place from which it comes. And this is a little victory for me, or something that I'm proud of, because I'm finding that I'm able to speak to this person with calm and in a way that is really clear about both those things that I was just talking about. And again, it's interesting for me and something I'm proud of, that I think back to just a couple of years ago and this behavior would have sent me into a spin, I would have really struggled. I would have collapsed under the weight of the narratives, and railed, and definitely not been in approval of my experience. And it's not to say that it's comfortable. I am anything but comfortable right now. But I think this is what Nicole means about going into the skid. It's leaning into that discomfort, like really grappling with it and working out, what is the lesson here? What is alive in these circumstances that can be gold for me in my development? So yeah, I think that's quite enough for a Sunday.